The goal of this video is to walk you through the explication essay outline and the two examples that I've provided for you. Remember that the outline for this paper should have three main parts: your thesis statement, your organizational strategy, and your support from the poem. There is no introduction or conclusion for this paper. It will just start with the thesis and then go right into the analysis of the lines. Explication is all about finding the meaning of the poem and then demonstrating through your paper how that meaning appears through individual elements and lines. Okay, so you also will not include any personal opinions or experiences in this paper like you did in other papers. So this is all about the poem, third person, going right into the analysis. There are two ways to organize this essay. The first I'm going to show you is organizing it by poetic element. You can see this example outline here begins with the thesis statement, and the thesis just is the name of the poet, the title of the poem in quotation marks. You can see this one has a very long title, and the meaning of the poem. Then you'll see on the left-hand side here it says speaker, imagery, and stanzas and lineation. These are poetic elements that I'm going to focus on in this paper. So whatever poetic elements you want to focus on, you can put them here towards the left-hand side. You do not have to use the same elements as I am using in this sample outline. In fact, you should depend more on what your poem is bringing to you, because different poems will bring different things. Two elements that are pretty easy to include are imagery and theme. Beside each or beneath each section, I have some support from the poem that breaks down this particular element, where it's found in the poem, and how it contributes to meaning. Okay? Same thing for imagery. I have different quotations from the poem, and then I have a little bit about how this connects to the meaning in my thesis. Remember, when you're building this, you don't want to pick any old image or any random example from the poem. You want to make sure whatever support you have here is demonstrating this element, but also is connected to whatever meaning you have mentioned in your thesis. This is going to make it very cohesive. It's a lot of work, but it will save you time and effort when you write your paper. Same thing down here for the third section. I have some different comments about the way the stanzas and the lines are organized that also contributes to meaning. Okay, so the second outline example, remember you only have to do one of these. Don't do both of them unless you're really not sure which one you want to do. Just pick chronology or elements and build one outline. I created two samples so that you can see what they look like. So this is organized by chronology, or the order of the poem. You can see it has the same thesis statement, but the categories on the left are beginning and ending. You might also have a middle. You might organize it by stanza 1, 2, 3, however you want to do it. But the way that you're going to organize the paper is from start to finish in the poem. You can create sections however it makes the most sense. So I have some lines and elements and ideas that I want to include from the beginning, and then I have some stuff here from the end, basically showing how the poem evolves as it goes to create this meaning through the use of language and poetic elements. I hope this is helpful to you. Choose whichever organizational strategy makes the most sense to you based on your poem. If you have questions or need help with it, please reach out to me and let me know.